Hey, so this is kind of an interesting question, and I hate when people answer it this way. So is the .xyz an SEO friendly domain? So he probably like went to go buy google.com, but google.com is already taken. So he's like, well, can I get google.xyz, right? And then is he saying, well, is the .xyz an SEO friendly domain? Okay, then we're gonna look at this guy's first before I give you my answer. So this guy puts in here, he goes, no, but it might be slightly better than the .website, .agency, or other. So he says it might be, right? So he doesn't have any kind of testing, okay? And then he basically gives you, so he says .gov or .edus are hard to get when you can literally go buy a .gov or .edu all you want. Like I can go to Namecheap right now and go get google.gov or myname.gov for $10. Okay, it is definitely not difficult to get. Okay, so Google has already said that in the last year they basically they're not going to give .com or like .us or .gov or .edu any more SEO juice compared to other domains. Reason being is because domains are now because first off, it was kind of like people were just buying the .coms and then reselling them, and Google didn't like that because they weren't getting any piece of the action. But the other reason is because if it's a .com or a .co or a .biz or a .xyz, but the information is there, what does it matter what the ending has, right? It doesn't. So Google said, like, look, we're not going to give any more weight onto the ending of the domain, which I've seen people rank .xyzs, I've seen people rank .cos and .bizes, .infos all right next to each other. So it's definitely not impossible, but they basically said, like, look, we're going to come out, we're not going to give any more weight on the ending URL structure. But what it is going to do is they're going to give more geographical kind of weight to it. So if you have a .com or a .us, obviously that's going to be a United States URL ending. But if you had like a .jp or for like Japan or a .eu, I think is for Europe or whatever, or .ca for Canada or whatever, you use these other endings, it's going to be easier for you to rank in .jp for Japan. If you use .ca, which I think is Canada, it's going to be a lot easier for you to rank in Canada because they're basically utilizing that as a kind of geographical indicator for where your website should be shown in their network. So this guy's completely wrong. That like his answer is garbage. I'm sorry. If you're in America and you want to use a .xyz, go for it. Okay. If your .com is too expensive or somebody already has it, personally, I would just go find another one. Like you don't really need a .xyz, but it's whatever. Or just use a .info, .biz, .net, .org, something a little bit more seen by people, because it may throw people off if they see that, if they look at that .xyz. But no, Google's already said they don't care. So go ahead and buy that .xyz if you want to get it.